right now. I'm getting ready to fly. Looks to be pretty close to San Francisco. I'm coming up over the coast of the west coast of the United States. When I first started talking to you guys, I was over Hawaii, so we're moving pretty fast, about 5 miles a second. Over. I've got so many favorite space foods up here. The menu is pretty diverse. We've got almost 200 different types of food that we can eat. But the things that I think are the most tasty to me are the ones that remind me of home, and those come up in care packages. Little tastes of home, some favorite treats of mine that my wife and 2 sons have been able to put in a care package and send up to me. Over. Question, Joel. We plan for that as well. Every crew member receives a degree of medical training to some extent so that we can help each other if we need it. I mentioned before the mission control and the people working down there are super critical for us. Well, part of that team on the ground are doctors, and so if we have any issues, we can call the ground and get medical advice. And we have some level of medical equipment and medicines on board that we can also use if we need to. Over. So right now, I am in the Russian segment, the service module. I am standing over 3 windows, looking down at past my feet, down 250 miles to the ground below in the western United States. I've got a couple walls around me with some cameras attached to them. They're velcroed to the walls so they stay in place, and that's what we use to take our photos out the window. I've got my cosmonaut colleagues next to me, Alexei and Oleg, and they're busy at work. Today is a work day for them, even though it's a weekend. And several computers that we use to try to control the space station. There's a lot of equipment up here. Over. Tanya, my background is in astronautical engineering. So how to design spacecraft, how to make complicated machines do the things that we want them to do. Over. Doing exercise is critical for us being able to survive after we land on the ground. If we didn't, all our muscles would get weak and our bones would be weak, and so we have to have countermeasures for that. So we run on the treadmill, we ride the stationary bike to keep our cardiovascular system strong and healthy, and then we also lift weights up here on a machine called ARISS, the Advanced Resistive Exercise Device, so that when we do land on the ground, it only takes us a little bit of time to readapt. Over. Ice cream's a luxury that I have yet to have up here, but I'm hoping that one of the visiting vehicles that brings up supplies brings up some ice cream. Over. Possible to get bored up here, Joshua. If you ever don't have anything to do, if I find some free time on my hands, then I go over to the window and I look out and try to figure out where we're at, and I'm always amazed by